Hi, everybody. Okay, I have to do a quick aside before I start the recap of the episode today. The quick aside that I want to say is that I should have known Lucy Yamato was kind of out the door because of the wardrobe. Now, stay with me because when she was a newcomer and before they decided what they were going to do with the characters, the direction they were going to go, she was dressed in clothes, like just normal clothes, okay? And then when she became on her rampage the first time, she was in a black thing, like a black top and black pants, like a tracksuit with a green stripe down the side. That was when she started the other side, right? And then a couple weeks ago, they were having normal clothes, and then the last time when she had the teacher tied up and threatening Steffi again. She wore that same black top, black pants with a green stripe down the side. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call foreshadowing. Okay? If you kept track of it, which I did not until after the fact, I should have known that this means Luna's going down. Because, yep, same exact outfit. I should have said, oh no, which I already did, but I didn't connect the outfit to it. Okay. Okay, moving on to today's episode. Finally, the people from Bold are listening to me because I have been yelling, screaming about please give Don Diamont and Scott Clifton a nice father son moment because you really didn't do that right when you put down your son and said you're not good enough and you're too nice. And that's how they left it. I was not happy with it. I told you guys that I would say something about it until it happened. Well, it only took him having a inoperable brain tumor and being shot for Don Diamont to get the memo and for them to have a father-son moment. Now, it took a little too long in my estimation, but I'm happy with it because it finally happened. Now, another thing I'm happy about, but kind of like, okay, is apparently they love each other. However, Bill really shows his love when he opens the checkbook. Reason why I say this is because the the miracle is going to happen, people. The miracle upon miracles is going to happen. What am I talking about? Apparently, behind the scenes, Paris Buckingham, the doctor, is talking to somebody that's her friend and is some kind of miracle surgeon working on another treatment or surgery that hasn't been approved by medical standards yet. So, tomorrow, the surgery is happening. Okay, so let me back up. You might be asking, how is this possible? How? Because for months and months and months, we have been told and been fed Liam is going to unalive, and I'm saying, okay, give him a good send off. And I'm just prepared for Scott Clifton to lead the role, and I'm mentally and physically preparing myself for this actually to happen, right? Okay, well, scrap all that because apparently, like I said, she knows this other surgeon, but it's not even um, FDA tested or approved or whatever. So they can't even talk about it. And they just have to sign a bunch of waivers and because it's so experimental. And it's going to cost a ton of money because Buckingham says, well, it might cost some money. And Bill says, I don't care. My son's life is priceless. Amen. So hopefully tomorrow. Now, with all the hyping up of this and all the stuff that they've done around it, this better work because now we have been set for he's not going to be there. And like I said, so now to give us hope, you better come through. You better really come through. Or there's going to be some PO'd people at you. Okay? Because I am a small voice. Believe me, there are probably thousands behind me. Okay? Because, like me, they probably grew up watching Scott Clifton, and we all know how great he is. And yeah, we're not having it. Because we are tired of having good, decent characters ripped away from us. Okay? So, yeah, it better turn out right, is all I gotta say. Because also, if it doesn't go right, you're gonna have people who don't like you because you took away the father of two young girls. That's enough, okay? And then all the other stuff and combined with it, yeah, I wouldn't do that. So, yeah. I am going to be glued to my TV tomorrow. And I'm either going to be really happy or crying buckets. And who knows? You might actually see me like sniffling in the next video. Because, yeah. So be prepared. Have your Kleenex or whatever you're going to use. Just on there ready. All right. Bye, everybody.